a Mosley table, or not 100% what it's called, but it basically it's a concentrator that replicates the motion of a panning table. These plates here have all the pans stacked up on top of each other, and the feed to the pans goes in through these nozzles here. I think I've got upside down actually, and those poke in. Feed drops down, distributes the feed onto the tables, and then the panning motion carries on. Now, important to realise that this is up at an angle, and it's got the same motion underneath. You can point down here, Josh. Find out. Find it. No, it's in between here. This one. So there we've got an adjustable weight, which we can adjust the speed. That produces the panning motion on the table. When it's had a period of operation, the wash water is allowed to continue washing all the tailings away, and then it's flipped into its emptying mode. So this angle you're looking at here, which is probably 3 or 4 degrees tilt, is enough to do the panning, and then it switches to this motion here, this angle here. It tilts basically and dumps its concentrate. So we've got 2 trays here. We've got a tailings trough, and then here we've got concentrate. Would actually be quite interested to grab some of that and see what the concentrate levels were actually, and the tailings. So that is a Mosley table. A Mosley table. There's quite a few of them in here as well. The thing worth pointing out is that it's easier on the next one. So these are production units. There are quite a few of these produced around the world and sold. I know that ones went to Australia, etc. But these ones are the very originals by Richard Mosley. Dexium, perforated steel angle basically, and made up. You can see the decks are much wider space, there's not so many of them, but this was his original prototypes. Exactly the same. Underneath there is a weight, but I can't actually see the weight down there, but the shaft's there for it. And the point I didn't point out earlier on, that everything is suspended on wires. All of these machines are suspended from above on a wire, and they will move. And that is the motion of the tables. And that is what they do. But there's a Mosley table. There we are. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is a Bartels cross belt concentrator. I think this is partly a Mosley design as well. So in the middle we've got the feed box, and the feed box, feed comes in at this end and distributes down through cones, down through the middle, down through the various troughs, and runs down onto the belt concentrator through this diffuser here, or feeder. So the motion was that this belt is continuously moving in this direction, and the concentrate is trying to make it to the top of the table. The feed is coming out here, and because this table's got a bow in the middle, it's higher in the middle than the outside edge, the slurry that comes in wants to run down the table. The tailings falls off the side of the table and into the trough and is taken away. The concentrate falls out of suspension as it comes across this table and pins to this belt. Okay? The concentrate works its way up the belt. As it gets to this point, the feed stops coming across and the wash water takes over. So these pipes here to wash the concentrate, and it's important to note that this belt is inclined at an angle. That's an adjustable angle, and the tilt to the sides is also adjustable by using these handles. There'll be handles the same on the other side to adjust the outward tilt and the angle tilt. So feed here, the heavy settle, tails flow to the outside edge. Get to the wash zone, wash water also flowing to the outside edge, washing away the tailings. The heavy concentrate stays on the belt and falls over the end. The important thing to note on this one here is under here, underneath the table itself, there is a centrifugal weight. Now that produces the panning motion, very much like a gold panning pan, and it replicates that motion. And that is what keeps the light particles of suspension in the slurry, so they're able to be washed away, and the heavy particles are able to overcome that. You can adjust the speed and the intensity of the weight by various adjustments, and improve your concentration. Okay, so the concentrate would come over here. This belt would have been coming towards us and rolling over, and the concentrate would fall into this trough here and be carried away, probably in this launder here. So that's the concentrate end, and these are wash water pipes, and this is probably a flushing pipe to flush out the concentrate. There's another one just down there below us, and as far as I know, that are the only two left in the world. Quite interesting. That's good.